People Hangout. We're covering the elections all around the country this today, and we want to cross over now to our journalist Bianca Bachman, who's in Diepkloof. Bianca, can you tell us a little bit about where you've been this morning and what you've been up to?
And to everyone joining us, it's been a fantastic morning. I've been to a number of different places in Soweto. I started in Kliptown, which, as you know, in 1955 is the place where the Freedom Charter was signed, so quite a place of historical significance for South Africans. When I arrived, it was still dark, but there were already a number of people in the queue. The first woman that voted, Lucy Mokwene, had been waiting. She told me she'd been waiting in the queue since 2 o'clock that morning, and so that was really impressive, and she was really happy to have cast her vote also in Kliptown, and yeah, really positive. One thing that's been really cool is to see the number of elderly people who've come out, and the IEC officials have been really helpful, helping them to the front of the queue. And I think for them it's really an important day because they remember what it was like before 1994, and they see the change, so they really are quite positive but also reflecting.
And can you tell us a little bit where you are now? What station are you at there?
Oh yes, well, before I get on to where I am now, after Kliptown, I went to Orlando. I went to one of the women's centers there where they had actually the biggest number of people I've seen today. There were about 300 people in the queue, and it was moving steadily. And what was quite interesting is a lot of younger and older people said that they really want more jobs because there's a big problem with crime and drugs in the area, so they feel like if there's more jobs, then they'll have better safety and security. And as you know, Orlando, Vilakazi Street is where former President Nelson Mandela and Archbishop Desmond Tutu both had houses, so also quite a significant place to go to. I mean, those people really lived through the struggle and they've seen the changes. And Diepkloof, I'm at a combined secondary school, Ekutuleni, in Zone 5, and it's been very busy here as well, and very positive. People are done, but as I said before, they do more opportunity.
And have you been chatting to any of the youth there? Have any Born Frees been coming out to vote? What's the general mood of the voters there? Is there any other activities going on around you?
Yes, I did speak to some young people, one Born Free and one a little bit older, and they said that I can hear you. Give me 1 minute. One of the young people I spoke to said that they were really encouraging their friends to come out and vote because they felt that it was important, and there was a Born Free, and he was a student who was working and studying at the same time, and saying he's hoping to find a job. So it really seems like that's quite a big issue for young people, is unemployment. But I must say, my observation has been that there's a lot more older people than young people out. I mean, that's not a statistical number, and as we know, the IEC won't really be able to tell us whether young or old people are voting because they don't know the identity of the voter. So we don't know the age of people that are voting specific votes, but just generally there's been a lot more older people. Okay.
And can you tell us about where you're going after this? Are you going to be staying around in Soweto and seeing some more activities, or tell us what you're up to?
Yes, I think I'll be speaking to a few more people, and you can follow that conversation on Twitter with our GetInked2014 hashtag with the @eNCA news handle. Yes, I'll be going to a few more sites and getting some shots of the mood. But generally, I would say it's been quite reflective and contemplative. People thinking about 20 years of democracy, and yeah, just coming in to vote early and then getting on with the rest of the day, taking advantage of the free time.
Great.
The day of work.
That was our journalist, Bianca Bachman. She's out in Soweto. You'll be hearing more from her later today on her Twitter feed. And also, if you're looking for more stories, be sure to tune into eNCA.com and see what's happening from there. Thanks, Bianca.